What's up, y'all? Yes, I actually gotten my hair cut, but my dad actually did my hair, so this is it. And no, I am not bald. I'm not bald-headed. You know, like I said, there are. Like I said, I still got hair. So, but no, I am not bald-headed. So, I guess my dad kind of caught on as to what I was trying to do when it came to cutting my hair. So he kind of finished the job. So, but he had to trim it down a lot more. You know, well, basically to a point where you can still see the hair, but it's just really thin. So, but yeah, this is how he did it. So I look completely different. So, but yeah. But I actually want to tell y'all about being in the workforce. Now, I've already did a similar-ish type video before where I said all the jobs that I can't see myself do going forward. And there's a lot of them. I said before that I didn't want to be a cop, but I wanted to. I didn't want to be a lawyer, but I wanted to. Or any other jobs that I had interest of doing, but turn around and not do them or not want to. So, but being in the workforce is literally the most important role in your life that you gotta do. Seriously, because it's all about making money. Like, it sucks to not have a job and then always rely on your friends or your family to give you change or give you money. And then they are gonna have to tell you at some point to get a job. A job can be any damn thing you have interest of doing. If there's a job that requires you to be in the police force, the medical field, or basically a chopper pilot, a teacher, doctor, anything like that, you would have to go and deal with more schooling, obviously, because you can't learn how to be a cop from the start. You gotta go to law school for that. Same thing with a doctor. You gotta go to medical schooling and all that. So learning how to fly, you gotta go to aviation school. So, or anything that involves you going deeper into the workforce or a career job or whatever, it does involve you getting more education. But if it's something simple like working at a store or being a bus driver, you might not need any education for that. They just might tell you that the closest education that you need is high school. Obviously, you need either a GED or a high school diploma. And then once you have those, you're pretty much all set. And once you get into the job, they're obviously going to give you training, so that way you can get the brains and the knowledge on how to do it. So that means once you do it, you're all set. And they're obviously going to give y'all schedules. So basically, the times that you are available to work. So me, I'm working for the MBTA part-time. I ain't doing full-time, because when you work full-time, you're working through the weekends and through vacations. Seriously. So February break, April break, summer break. I don't know about Thanksgiving break. I don't know about Thanksgiving break, and I don't know about Christmas break. But if those two breaks are also the case where you do have to work, then yeah, they're gonna have you work throughout all those breaks and weekends, definitely. But if you was to do part-time like me, you can choose what days you are able to work. Me, I'm considering working at least 4 days a week. So at least like Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So I have Wednesdays and the weekends off. pretty much. So, and since I'll be working part-time, I can't see myself working on the weekends or during vacations. I can't see me work through any of those days. So, and that's part-time. If it's full-time, they're gonna have you work a full 7 days a week. Or depending on what job it is, they might give you a complete different schedule where you might have to work 6 days a week. I don't freaking know. But depending on the job and the type of schedules that they give you on when to arrive or when you can clock out or whatever, you know, they'll have that all planned out. So, but yeah. But getting a job is extremely vital in your life. It really is. Because that's literally going to be the answer to all of your financial problems for any of y'all that are going, that are dealing with money issues. You know, getting a job and obviously working for that money is pretty much the answer to those financial problems. So that's pretty much it. You'll be able to make your own money, so that way you don't have to ask no one, not even your parents, for any money, because you're going to be making your own money. So, but all the money and change I get is from my parents until I do get my own job to make my own money. And guess what? The MBTA does pay out a significant amount of money. I heard that they pay their employees at least like 35 to 40 bucks an hour. That is what I've heard. But when I looked it up more recently, the MBTA is basically hiring. So basically, if you want to be a train operator or a bus operator, you're basically driving the bus and the train, but at the same time, you're also operating them. So that's clearly what I'm doing, but I want to be an MBTA bus operator, which is me driving it and me operating it. So with me doing that job part-time, I can technically see me, or I can technically see myself make at least a good 30 something bucks an hour. At least. I can see myself making that amount of money every hour. I can see that. So, and maybe every week I could potentially make like a couple, like maybe like 1,000 or a couple of $1,000 per week, probably. Because if I'm working part-time, then I'm gonna get paid weekly. And then per year, I have no clue how much I'm gonna be making per year. Well, like I said, I really don't know the math. So if you was to work a job full-time and you would get paid bi-weekly, which is every 2 weeks. So, which does seem a bit longer. But if you want to still take that risk of working working full-time, go right ahead. It's your freaking choice. But if you was to work part-time at a certain job, you will get paid at least every week. So, but like I said, I don't know the math though, because if you was to work full-time and get paid every 2 weeks, I don't know how much that amount would be, like every 2 weeks, and every year, I don't know how much you'll be making every year. Same thing with part-time. You'll get paid every week. I don't know how much every week, and I don't know how much every year. I have no clue, depending on what the job is. But with me working for the T and me working part-time for them, I could see myself making roughly a good, or at least over 30 bucks an hour. I can see that. And every week, I might get paid at least like maybe 14, maybe 1,500 bucks a week. And then yearly, I have no damn clue. All I can say is that it could be at least under 100 grand, probably. That is my guess, but I have no freaking clue. But until I get the training to be an MBTA bus operator, I might have to ask someone that, so that way I can just be sure that I get the clarification I need towards how getting paid works. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But just so you know, working is going to be the answer to your money problems, really. Once you apply for the job, they're obviously going to interview you, you know, try to get to know you a bit more. And then once your interview's done, they're actually going to get you started with the work, probably give you some training. And there are some jobs out there that can actually pay you to do the training, which is actually quite nice. Yeah, but some jobs do that. I don't know if all jobs do that, but they do pay you when you do their trainings. And then after you do the training, boom, it'll be your first time doing the job, and then working your tail off, getting paid this amount of money every hour, and then boom, that's it. And then by the end of the day, you're probably going to be making well over $100. So each day you'll be making well over $100, or maybe close to 200 probably. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, it doesn't matter what job you are working. Jobs will pay you even more or pay you less, which is kind of the upsetting part. Because depending on what job you're working, some people complain that they don't get paid enough every hour, or their checks don't look as big as they wanted them to be. So, and that's definitely understandable. I don't know if it's the work themselves that's kind of causing you to get paid less, but I don't freaking know. But a lot of these people do tend to play with your money, so you have to make sure you kind of clarify with them or do something so that way that incident doesn't happen to you. So that way you make sure that you get the full amount that you want, either every hour or every week or bi-weekly. It don't matter. Just make sure you give them clarification and everything should be all set. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So for those of y'all who are already out of school already and that are looking for a job, go right ahead. A job is based on what you want to do or what your interests are, especially when it comes to a career job. If you want a career job, then it involves you going back to school, definitely. So, and obviously working for the MBTA isn't really a career job. It's more just a normal, regular job that doesn't involve me doing any forms of schooling, but they pay you so much money every hour. And when I heard that they actually pay you that much money every hour, and then people that work for them get paid this amount of money every week or bi-weekly or whatnot, then I'm like, hell yeah, that's definitely what I gotta get myself into, which is working for the T. And for any of y'all that live in Boston, y'all might see me driving those buses one day. So basically, buses, maybe like the 21, the 31, possibly the 28, 23, or buses that I'm familiar of doing, y'all might see me on those buses one day. You may never know, but that's only for those of y'all who live in Boston. But yeah. Hey, so whatever you want to do, whatever you're interested of doing, go right ahead, look it up, apply for it. And I just bid y'all good luck. Hopefully you make as much money as you can to maybe buy a house, buy a car, or whatever the fuck that you want. go right ahead and do it. It's always based on your interests and what you want to do. It ain't hard. All you gotta do is go on their website or whatever you go on to apply for a job. And then once you get there, just do it. Yeah, just do it. Yeah. You know, just go for it. Make as much money as you can. Try to live your life to the fullest, no matter what. And so on. My job is the MBTA part-time bus operator and bus driver, which is basically the same thing. And that's it. All I gotta do is get my permit after getting my ID, then getting my license, and I'm already driving for a good handful of time. And then once I get my license, I'm all set to apply for the MBTA. So, but they did say that I need at least a good year worth of driving experience just to get the job. But I might not need that long. I might need at least like a month or two. That is the best I can do. At least 1 or 2 months, at least. That's the best I can do. I might not need a year. So, depending on what jobs y'all are going for, they might tell y'all that you might need this much time of experience before you apply for the job. But technically, y'all might not need that much time. Y'all might need, you know, like maybe at least like a couple of weeks or close to a month or two, depending on what job it is. If they tell y'all that you need this amount of time worth of experience to do this job, then again, y'all might not need that much time, depending on how long it is. Y'all might not need that long. But hey, it is what it is. Just find a job if y'all don't have one, and just hope and pray that y'all get to where you need to in life, and that'll be it. So just go for it, and I wish y'all nothing but good luck and blessings, and hopefully y'all make as much money, do this, do that with yourself, with your family, friends, and so on. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. So maybe consider this as more advice. So I highly recommend y'all take advantage of it, because I told y'all before that I always fear that no one takes my advice and they end up hurting themselves in life because they're not accepting anyone's advice. So, you know, take it how y'all want, but it's advice. Who can say no to that? So, you know, hopefully y'all did enjoy. Make sure you like it up if you did. And, you know, and I'll see y'all on the next one. All right?